Okay, we are live and getting into game one of Butler Delta versus Alabama State, or Alabama Academy. So we can see on red side, Butler Delta, classic picks right here. Romo playing his hooks. Butler MGL on that Skarner pick, famous for it. Been playing it for the past couple years. We got Butler Grubhub in the mid lane with that Vigar pick, and Butler Cowboy down bot with that Misfortune. I wonder, is he going to use the Cowboy skin for Misfortune? That's a Jack's top locked in for Butler Thick. That'll be a thick pick to fight that set in the top lane. None of those auto attacks are going to get through that counter strike. So we'll see how this match will play out with the Morgana countering the Thresh in the bot lane, with the Xayah to pair with it. Weak laning, but it does neutralize some of those hooks coming out from the Thresh. Orianna in the mid lane looking to scale, help her teammates in those big impactful moments in team fights, with the ball and the shockwave. That'll be something Butler's going to have to watch out for here. And we can also see Jarvan locked in the jungle, tank v tank matchup for that Skarner. And once again, the set top lane, that new champion release, always powerful, but we'll see, because that Jax seems like a counter pick targeted at sets reliance on auto attacks. We'll see if Butler Thick can handle this matchup. So we have a 2.5 minute 3 minute spectator delay. So I want to talk a little bit about each of our players. For those who might not know, Butler Thick used to go by Butler, or no, it was DeBoss 6969. He played in the Big East and Collegiate Star Leagues for the past couple years. Great tank player, known for his Urgot. Jax is something new from him, so we'll see how he performs on that pick. But he's been grinding out solo queue, so I'm ready to see how he performs. Butler MGL, another familiar face, with this Skarner pick. He's been playing with the team since 2017, its inception. Known for his tank junglers, specifically Jarvan, Sejuani, Skarner, and Olaf. So power pick for MGL. Butler Grubhub, the coach for the varsity team and the mid laner for Delta. He's new to mid lane, so he's adapting. Vigar is one of his signature pocket picks. That'll be Luke. And we got 80 carry, Butler Cowboy, Mechanical Madman. He played top lane for the varsity squad last semester as a freshman and is now playing bot lane as a part of Delta. And then finally, won't be banned. Hunter is Butler Cowboy, and then Romo, won't be banned, is another freshman, known for his hook champs, and Vel'Koz. Little known fact, this man is an ARAM legend. Little history there, but he's one of the top ARAM players in North America. So if you're ever in some high elo ARAMs, watch out. Won't be banned's going to be sniping you with that Vel'Koz. So if we look at the ranks for this game, we could see actually pretty similar across the board. Gold, plat, diamond, gold, platinum for that Alabama roster, with a diamond, gold, silver, gold, platinum for Butler. So it looks like a pretty even matchup here. Both junglers are actually diamond, so that's who I have my eye out for, looking to see who's going to be making those big plays and calls. Looks like we are loading onto the Rift, and we are into game. And my mouse died. Perfect. Okay, well, we're getting back in the game. So we have Jack's first set in the 1v1. Moving down bot lane, back up to mid, back up to top. We see Jack's set once again. Bot lane, a little bit of action. Nice poke onto the Xayah. Looking back at mid lane, both players level 2. We can see Butler Cowboy moving in for a trade, Romo, and Jack's caught up by the stun, chunked out by the set. As we can see, both junglers clearing their camps right now. Butler thick in the top lane, trying to hit level 2, and he gets it. Stacks of Corrupting Potion were used. So we can see top lane, Jack's electing to start with that Corrupting Potion, while Set's taking the Doran Shield, looking to sustain in lane. Bot lane, Cowboy and Romo. Ooh, nice poke onto the Xayah. Hook misses by Romo. Butler Grubhub trying to farm out mid lane. Thick farming under the tower in top. And it looks like all lanes are pretty even right now. Butler Thick catching some of that trade damage and burst coming out of the set, and another auto attack lands. No more Corrupting Potion stacks for the Jacks, so he's going to have to look to either back or get help from his jungler coming up soon. As we can see, Skarner's hovering around mid lane, and it looks like he is not going to go for anything. In the top lane, once again, Butler Thick getting caught up by the stun, engages with the Counter-Strike, and it looks like Jarvan's here. Jarvan slow down, predicted flash, and kill by youngster Joey in the top lane. That set going off onto Butler Thick. Nice EQ by Jarvan, predicting the flash by Butler Thick. More poke landing by Butler Cowboy. Romo approaching. Gives him the lantern. That's the black shield. Taken off. Hook lands. Kill by Butler Cowboy. And this could be another Chase Willem getting poked down. And that is a counter kill in the bot lane. Nice play by Romo and Cowboy. Getting that 2v2 kill. Mid lane poke coming out from Butler Grubhub, stacking up that passive. And Butler MGL clearing out some wards in the top side. Grubhub landing more and more poke onto this Orianna, putting pressure onto her. But he has no potions, while Ori still has 2 and 2 biscuits. Jarvan engages in the mid lane, slows Butler Grubhub, and the cage is too much. Jarvan backs off. Nothing gained except his position revealed. Looks like there is a freeze going on in the top lane by Butler Thick, just trying to get his lane back in a position where he can contest that set. Very smart wave management by the Butler top laner, just trying to get himself back into this game right now. No sums either, so he's protecting himself from ganks. We see Butler MGL coming back onto the bot side of the map, and big item pickup here by Butler Cowboy. That's a BF sword first back by Misfortune. That'll be absolutely huge in this 2v2, especially considering Zaya's only on the 2 longswords. We could see Jarvan once again clearing his camps, maybe looking to make a play bot lane. Top lane, Butler Thick still holding this freeze by his tower, keeping himself safe and giving his teammates time to take over the game while he scales. Pushed up to tower, Cowboy and Won't Be Banned just farming the wave. Skarner hovering bot side though. He could be looking for a play. Engaged by youngster Joey. Butler Thick with the counter engage, but that set W just blasted him. Half health from one trade. Butler Thick does not want a piece of this set right now. Can't handle it. Doesn't seem like this counter pick's paying off at the moment. We'll see as he scales. And that's a 2v2 poke by Butler Cowboy right there. Nearly taking both of those players down by a third. Nice dodge by Butler Thick as he goes to catch the wave away from the set W. And what I want to see out of this Butler team right now is more power from the bot lane. They have their sums up, and they have no flash on the Xayah. That Thresh is just so dangerous, especially with the BF sword Misfortune. Maybe once they hit 6, they look for a play and try to go all in. Now that they see the Jarvan run away from the bot lane. Looks like Jarvan's picking up his red buff and might be returning. Oh, it looks like he's pathing towards that mid lane. Skarner mirroring the movements on the other side of the map, just picking up some farm, getting that red buff. Butler Grubhub still stacking his AP up with that passive, locks Ori down in the middle of that cage, but nothing comes of it as the Jarvan hovers behind. Butler Cowboy and Won't Be Banned both in the bot lane, holding off. Jarvan goes to gank the mid lane, and nothing happens. Nice disengage with the cage once again by Butler Grubhub. I like that. Ori ultimate comes in, and W flash away by Grubhub. Auto Q, and that's a kill to the Ori. But Butler MGL ganking the top lane. This is 2v1. Ults the set under tower. Nice turnaround by the Skarner. And a flash out, but Jarvan engage, EQ. Butler MGL flash over the wall, double kill by the Jarvan! No! Oh. Butler MGL just carelessly walking back into his jungle. Gets caught by the Jarvan and takes Butler Thick down with him. I was about to compliment him for his Skarner mechanic. He turned around and gave and put the set into tower range, but it still wasn't enough. That champion's just absolutely busted. So tanky, so much damage, nothing you can really do, especially when that Jarvan shows up and just, takes you both down. Once again, this Jax counter pick looking pretty rough around the edges, but we'll see as he continues to try to get more items, how he can handle this set. Once again, we're looking towards this bot lane as the shining star for this, or shining lane for this Butler Delta team. 1-0, both level 6. Let's see if they can make any plays. Jarvan picking up that Gromp. Ooh, first tower already down for Butler Thick. That's the use of the Rift Herald top lane, so they don't have to worry about that anymore, but that's a lot of pressure on the top side of the map. Good response from Butler, though. This is a very good macro. Noticing that Jarvan spent his time taking the top tower, they get the first dragon, Mountain Drag. That'll definitely help against the very powerful other team. Butler Cowboy using his ult to poke Xayah out of lane, forcing the recall and pushing this wave in. Looks like bot lane might be able to get a plate here with only 3 minions, but they should be able to clear this next wave, and they have a wave coming to support them. I want to check in on this Skarner right now. He's down 1,000 gold to this Jarvan, hasn't really been active on the map. Top lane down 2,000 gold. This set has nearly double Jax's gold right now. That's real tough for Butler Delta right now. But 600 gold lead for the Misfortune in the bot lane, and a gank onto the mid laner right now, and that's a stun. Cage Two-man Oriole, but the pull, and that is a kill by Butler MGL. Nice coordination from the mid-jungle duo of Butler to get that kill. Jarvan EQ flash, misses the damage, but gets the knockup, continues to go on Grubhub Red Smite, and that's a kill. Ults Skarner, and that is 3 people in the mid lane, and this looks like it's going to be a lockdown kill onto Skarner. Nice dodge, walks away, but the EQ lands, and that's the kill donated over to the set. This set is just becoming all powerful right now. 2-0-2, Triforce done at 10 minutes. This looks like a problem for Butler. I wonder how they will stop him. Or if they can. Pretty standard builds coming out here from the junglers, both going Cinderhulk. Mid lane, Ori with the completed Luden's Echo, while Veigar is sitting only on Lost Chapter and tier 2 boots. Butler Cowboy building towards that Essence Reaver, nearly has it completed, but Xayah on the same items, just down a pair of boots. Romo has won't be banned. What in between enemy towers? What is going on over here? Wait, I think the Butler bot lane just survived a gank attempt by running between mid tier 1 and tier 2 tower. Now that is impressive. Creative tactics by the Butler bot lane to avoid that collapse. Walking back to bot lane, both players are going to be catching that wave right in time. Grubhub still farming out the mid lane, scaling up on that Veigar. You know, that's one thing about this Butler team. They scale. We got Jax, we got Veigar, and we got MF. That is great team fight right there. This Jax late game becomes a split pushing and team fighting monster nobody can really deal with. As long as he's able to deal with this set during the mid game. But to Butler Thick's credit, he is the same. Oh, I was about to say he's the same level as Set, but Set just leveled up. But Butler Thick has been doing a very good job about getting his resources, not giving any more kills over to this lane, guaranteeing him XP and the opportunity to scale. Plus, he has this Tiamat allowing him to clear the creeps much quicker and get to camps and get that extra EXP to get him back into the game. And it looks like he's engaging onto the set right now. Nope, just a back away. Smart play by the Jax, making sure that set doesn't get snowballing. Jesus, that's a third of Xayah's health in 1 Q. That MF damage, though. Oh, engage onto Butler. Won't be banned. MGL going in. Double knockup by the Jarvan. And it looks like MGL going in. Butler Cowboy trying to kite back. Ult by the Jarvan. Kill. Butler Thick taking down the Xayah. Nice kill by Won't Be Banned and Butler and MGL onto that Jarvan. Great turn with the double teleport from Butler. But during that time, nice dodge away from the Oriole too by Thick. During that time, Set pushed down that top tier 2 almost to, I think he'll get it. I think he's going to get that tower. That is a huge weak side for Butler, and it'll make defending Baron much harder, but they got a couple kills on some key members. Getting that kill and shutdown onto Butler Thick was huge. Getting a kill onto Butler Cowboy, another one. And Romo picking up one of those kills. Won't be banned. That name's such a mouthful. WBB, won't be banned. Banned. Do I just call him banned? Like, what? So many syllables. Butler banned. No, well. So MGL clearing out these wards, prepping for Dragon. Butler's still down, but with some comeback potential, the Dragon advantage. And it looks like Won't Be Banned picking out the Jarvan. Butler Thick split pushing this top tower, getting very good damage on it. Jarvan and Ori engaging onto this Dragon. Looks like Butler will not contest. Just giving up the Dragon right here. Don't think they are strong enough to engage onto this Ori Jarvan 2v2. Absolutely killer combination right there. Just great team fight, great zone control. Real hard to get on top of. Won't be banned, completing that Knight's Vow for Butler Cowboy. Ooh, these Qs just chunk. This MF scaling up, looking really strong. It's going to be very important that Butler utilizes that misfortune damage to get back into this game, especially with that Vigar Cage, Skarner ulti. Ooh, flash onto the Xayah by Won't Be Banned. Hits, nope. Flashed away from the hook, Butler Cowboy. Autoing, Q. And both Xayah and Morgana are chunked out, but not quite killed by the bot lane of Butler. Flash over the wall, double ult combo. Woo! Ori set, that was disgusting, just no chance. Ooh, this Xayah Morg staying in lane with low health. Thresh and Misfortune should have an opportunity here, but the wave just being cleared out by the Xayah, and nothing comes of it. Jax spots out that Rift Herald, but can't do anything about it, just farming, trying to catch up to this set. 1 level lead still in that top lane for the set, but the CS has dwindled to only a 20 advantage. Rift Herald being summoned mid, looking to get that mid tower, break another lane in this game, while Butler, Cowboy, and Won't Be Banned are still pushing that bot lane. It looks like they're rotating up through river right now, trying to protect that mid tier 2. Spotted out by that pink ward. Won't Be Banned. Clearing 2 pinks in the river that were giving ample vision over to Alabama Academy. Set clearing out the MGL's red buff right there. This power pick in the top lane is just putting in so much work. You see him flash over that wall and just dunk Grubhub. 2v1ing top lane. Like, this guy is unreal. I don't know about the player. I'm talking about Set. That champ just... his numbers, way too high right now. I'm going to be real. You see that boy in solo queue and he just 1v9s. Like, if I were Butler, I'd ban that thing. That character. He's just not balanced right now. Rito, you gotta fix that. I'm gonna be real. So, Butler MGL taking that Spire, getting control back over his red side jungle, clearing out that pink ward. And looks like the bot lane of Alabama Academy clearing out pink ward set up by Won't Be Banned. Butler Cowboy level 10 looking towards that level 11. Going to be a big spike for the Misfortune. And she has another BF sword in inventory, so she will have even more damage on that. Flash EQ once again by the Jarvan ult, and flash away by Butler Grubhub. Getting away, Butler Thick with the re-engage stun, and caught by the Ori ult. EQ in again by Jarvan, but the cage is too much and locks down Jarvan and Ori. Nice escape by the mid-top duo of Butler. Lose both their flashes, but they get out alive. Won't Be Banned clearing out this ward. Bot lane, the sole lane with their outer tower left alive, and it looks like Jarvan and Set are both taking note of this and on their way down to the bot lane. Nice dodge by Romo. Missed EQ by Jarvan. Good Lantern, hook under tower, and Butler's turning this. With the ult, 3-man, Set can't do anything, catches a tower shot, huge W damage. Whoa, Q through the Set, kills the Xayah, Engage caught by the stuns, and that Set going down to Jax. Oh my goodness, what a turnaround by Butler Delta. They are going off right now. Okay. Great play from Romo and Cowboy. And teleports in once again from both solo laners. Such coordinated team play from Butler Delta. This is a team acting as a unit, tearing it up against Alabama's, better early game, but they've just not been winning these team fights. And this is the reward. Butler Delta picking up that Infernal Dragon. Butler Thick going onto the Ori, 1v2, caught in the Shockwave, EQ knocked up, hooked by Romo, gets back over the wall but dies. Ori caught, and Jarvan looking to go forward again. Misses, does not catch Misfortune, kiting back Butler. And that's a cage for the disengage. I like that. Cage for disengage. So, all things ended. Butler's up an Infernal Drag, but the gold value stays equal. They do hold on to their bot tower. Very, very key for Butler right now. Butler MGL kiting out his camps, getting that Gromp. And Cowboy and Won't Be Banned assigned to this top lane. That 2-tower deficit being caught right now. Just getting that wave pushed out. Holding the line. MGL. Clearing out bot. Ori pushing up in the mid lane. Thresh spotted out by that ward. We are in a lull in the game, so let's check back up on item builds. Butler Thick, after that shutdown, gets his Triforce completed with his Ninja Tabby. Oh, that's a 1v1 engage by the set and dodged out by the W by Butler Thick. Okay, so CS lead has grown again, 34, but Butler Thick has his Triforce completed and has his Tabby. He's at a breaking point, right? Once he gets Sterix, I think he'll be winning against Set, but he no longer loses. So, plus I think he'll be able to farm faster because of his Tiamat advantage. This Jarvan, very strong on Black Cleaver, Cinder Hulk, and close to his Sterix gauge. But without a stopwatch or a revive passive, I think he is going to be a little weaker in teamfights than this Skarner, who has both a stopwatch and a stone plate. This Skarner is going to be incredibly difficult to kill and very, very slippery. If you're not careful, he'll get you. And nice steal away by Butler MGL. This mid lane has his, this Vigar has his first Hextech item completed for the augment. That set W damage just chunking out Thick still. Butler Cowboy still awaiting his Infinity Edge on that 2-item spike. He will be incredibly strong with that bullet time, but not quite there yet. So with only 25% crit, he won't be hitting that hard in team fights. Won't be banned. Working towards that redemption, I think. Working towards that redemption. Xayah only on one item. Looking towards that rapid fire, not being able to afford the Infinity Edge like the MF, down a lot of CS, and down 2 levels to Butler Cowboy. Zhonya's Hourglass completed for the Morgana. Very key pickup, but that champion will be pretty weak aside from her engaged potential. Orianna very strong, level 13, almost has her 2-item spike with Liandry's. And wow, right there. Infinity Edge completed for Misfortune. So watch out. We got stopwatches on 2 players on Butler and a completed Infinity Edge on Misfortune. This is a power spike. I think Butler's going to be looking for a fight pretty soon. And will probably win it. Granted, Set doesn't get some sort of crazy engage with the Orianna. Butler Cowboy MGL won't be banned, and Thick rotating over to the mid lane. Looks like they're giving that farm to Cowboy. Alabama Academy picking up that Scuttle Crab. It looks like Butler's just content with this scaling game right now. Really confident in their late game team fighting and their ability to handle Alabama Academy the longer this game goes on. But we're about to see the Infernal Dragon spawn. Big objective right here. 3rd Dragon would put Alabama Academy on Dragon Point because of that great first Dragon rotation they made. So Dragon Point would put Alabama Academy in a very, very tough position. But it looks like they're stacking. This is a death brush. What's going to happen? Missed Q by the Morgana. It doesn't look like anything's going to come of it. Nice dodge out by Butler. And it doesn't look like Set was there. That might have been the signal for them not to engage. 5v5, both teams posturing. Set leading the way, clearing out this pink ward. Hook lands onto Set. And that is a disengage away from the cage. Just some poke coming out for both teams. They know this game's on a nice edge, and they don't want to mess up. Speed advantage to the blue team with that Scuttle Crab. How will Butler respond? Hook lands again, once onto the Set. That's a stun. That's a cage, and it looks like all three members trying to engage onto him, but he's nearly full health. Ult does not land for Misfortune. Dunk over the wall. Butler Thick getting dunked by the Jarvan. Won't be banned, going into three of them. Cowboy trying to kite back, but that Set just goes all in. Heal. Stopwatch. No, flash away. Nothing he can do. And won't be banned. Grubhub running away from the fight. Jarvan on his way. Flash forward onto won't be banned. Hook does not connect with the minion, and he gets killed too. Blue buff stolen. Infernal drag over to Alabama Academy, and that was disaster for Butler. You know, just they did not have the opening to the fight they wanted. They tried to get onto that Set, but he was just way, way, way too tanky. Now Butler being punished with the attempted Baron, and I don't think anybody on Butler is going to get here in time. So this looks like an Alabama Academy Baron. Going over to the blue team. Not what you want to see for the Bulldogs. Let's see if they'll be able to hold back this Alabama push from their spike. Butler Thick pushing out that bot lane, trying to get that tower before... Ooh, and it looks like it's going to fall. But Jarvan is on his way, and Thick is greeting for this cannon wave. Caught in the 1v2. And that's all she wrote for Butler Thick. But while it's happening in the 2v1, they're engaging mid lane. Hook lands onto Orianna. Stun, lockup, ult, and kill goes over to Butler. Cowboy, big shutdown over to Butler. And Grubhub died in the fray, but that was huge. The sieging power of Alabama Academy is going to be greatly reduced without their mid lane mage and that engage tool with the Ori ultimate. Won't be banned, making plays left and right with this Thresh. This guy's dirty. Okay. Whew. Caught out EQ and MGL with the stopwatch, saving himself. Nice redemption. Hook onto the cannon. Still engages, catches the MF or the Misfortune. MF, great poke onto her. Hook, binding lands and more damage put onto won't be banned. Healing up, blue team's continuing to siege this tower, Alabama Academy. Tower falls in the bot lane again. That's the Set split pushing with that Baron buff. Butler Cowboy won't be banned, trying to defend this tier 3 tower from the Baroned up Alabama Academy. Very, very strong right now. And it looks like they're just clearing out this bot wave, content with not giving Set anything more than he's already taken. Butler Cowboy working on that third item, gets that crit multiplier x3, going to be even stronger moving into the next team fight. That bullet time will shred through all the targets without armor, so that Orianna, that Xayah are both going to get destroyed if he can land his Misfortune ult onto them. It's going to take some help from his teammates with that Glacial Augment Cage combo or a good Skarner ultimate. Grubhub using that cage to disengage once again in the mid lane, running away from certain danger with the 4-man unit of Alabama Academy pushing with the end. Oh, their Baron buff has expired. Pushing with this cannon wave, trying to siege that mid tower. Butler with a 8k gold deficit would take a very, very big swing to come back in this game, but there is potential. They have that AoE team fight wombo combo. Q does not land, and Set walks right. 3-man shockwave onto Grubhub, won't be banned, and MGL. Grubhub gets out with the lantern. Oh, Romo. This man's... Whew, he's playing real well. That's all I have to say. Butler Thick caught out by the binding once again. Butler Cowboy looking for poke onto that Set ultimate just to clear out the wave to buy more time. Won't be banned, chunked out by that Lion Torment. Butler just trying, pleading, trying to hold on. Thick caught once again. He's not so thick against that Set. Grubhub just trying to get the team to disengage. Give them one more back. Something, anything to get them a winning fight. Pressure relieved off the tower. Successful hold by Butler. But to get that hold, they gave up the Infernal Dragon to do so. Cooldowns coming back up for Butler. Key things to look for are the Sterix gauge on Butler Thick. He is so squishy without that active up. And, Set moving forward. Gets caught by Romo. 3-man knockup. 2-man cage. Teleport into the lantern. Romo disengages. Dunks. Butler Thick. 3-man backline stun. Oh, Butler Cowboy going off on the backline. EQ out, but re-engaged by the Jarvan onto Butler Cowboy. Too far forward, and he gets caught in the middle of the enemy team. He was doing so much damage to that backline. Killed the Xayah, but there were just too many members of Alabama Academy. He couldn't deal with them all. And it looks like Alabama Academy's pushing into Butler's base. Will MGL and Butler Thick be able to hold this aggression off from Alabama Academy? Low health bars and no ultimates from Butler. They're trying. They're pushing the wave. Attacks onto the tower. Engaged by Butler Thick. EQ in by Jarvan. MGL. Flash away by Jarvan. MGL still chasing. Looking for that slow. But he does not find it. EQ out. Big lead still for Alabama Academy. Almost extended to 9,000. Looking for this Baron now. This would be the nail in the coffin for Butler. I don't think they could handle another Baron push, especially with the split push pressure and mid inhib down. So Butler taking the vision control around this dragon right now. And a ghost away by the Orianna. Just to run away from that spooky ghost's activation. Nice catch by Butler Cowboy. Hits the ultimate. Flash away by the Orianna. That's both of her summoners blown. Butler Cowboy going forward into the Set. Butler Thick on the back line. Getting caught by the Xayah Jarvan. Grubhub won't be banned, and MGL on the front line, but that Set is just unbelievably tanky. He is so strong. This guy is on, 4 completed items and a giant spell. He is unkillable at this point. Just running trains on Butler's team. It looks like Alabama Academy pushing in for the victory right here. Double knockup, double stun, putting the coffin, or the nail in the coffin right there. Alabama Academy takes game 1 in 34 minutes. Good fight by Butler. Some adjustments can be made moving into game 2. I think that Set is a must ban. Jarvan had 10 kills, but that Set changed the way the game was played. He was so strong at every point, and that Jax counter pick just did not work. I'm going to be honest, it had some highs, but really, that Set took over the game. His ult mid lane, all of his team fight ults, he just took a target, slammed him, and they had no chance. He was zoning Butler Cowboy out of these fights left and right. Very, very, very influential pick in that game. We will see you in just a minute for Game 2. Halfway through Champ Select. At that. So, as we look towards Game 2, we see Champ Select being reversed. Jarvan and Set both being picked up by Butler, and Corky being locked in for Butler Grubhub. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. Butler Grubhub has been hyping up this Corky pick for a minute, right? He talks about his connection with Corky, like that's his champ, you know. So watch out for that mid lane pick by Butler Grubhub. Killer unit on that Corky. Xayah, Elise, Rakan, all locked in for the side of Alabama Academy. Bans coming out. Aatrox taken away from that top lane. Do not want to run Set into that. And Orianna taken away from Roasted Sigurd. That Ori hit multiple game-changing shockwaves, and just Butler does not want to deal with that again. Ornn being hovered by the side of Alabama Academy. Incredibly strong top lane pick. Locked in. Does have a pretty rough matchup into Set. Set does have the potential to bully him in lane and really do a little more in team fights. Butler Cowboy locks in the vein to counter the Ornn. Oh, we're about to see some hype gameplay today. Let's go. Okay. Let's see it. That's a vein locking right there. I like those. We're getting spicy in here. And that's a Blitzcrank. We got Blitzcrank Vayne bot lane. Let's go. Yo, how often do you get to cast Blitzcrank Vayne bot lane? Especially with that Corky mid. Ooh, I'm excited. Kale, come on, man. You really about to do that? You about to lock in Kale? Sorry, I fell asleep. Something happening? Oh no, Kale Ornn. Sorry. Alabama Academy playing that scaling game with the Kale Ornn. Ornn mid, by the way. Basically, the strategy here for Alabama Academy is to scale. They have Xayah Rakan for engage and DPS out of the bot lane. Their primary job is to scale. Mid lane, Kale, her job is to scale. And Ornn, his job is to scale. You see these champions, as soon as they get to, level 12, 13, 14, they're going to be even with Butler. Once they hit 16, Ornn gives his entire team an upgraded item. Xayah Rakan have that lovers duo engage, and Kale with the ultimate, the range, the on-hit percent health damage. Yeah, that's just gross. That's a snooze fest right there. So Butler going to have to make those early plays to position themselves to get objectives to win the game off of one major team fight, because if they fall behind in this game and give Alabama Academy time to scale and scale ahead of them, it's going to be real hard to come back, especially with a double AD carry lineup like this. But if Butler's able to find some lead in this game, Cowboy will scale extremely hard, especially if he gets ahead of the enemy team, being able to tumble around, do percent health damage, and just take out those targets one by one, while Corky provides backline fire, and, MGL and Thick just go in there, get in the thick of it, with the Thick, and just bust them down. But really, a lot of that relies on getting those leads in the early game and playing a real good jungle game. So I'm going to be looking to MGL to make those early game plays on that Jarvan. He is an incredible Jarvan player, so I'm gonna bet he's going to play well, especially in that Elise matchup. Elise just doesn't keep up with Jarvan, especially if Jarvan gets a successful gank or two off. He's able to get real tanky and just make so many plays around the map that Elise can't really match unless she, gets a dive or two off herself. But we will see. Getting into game in just over a minute. We will be right back. Butler invading through the bot lane, looking for that early cheese kill. See if they can get it. They got that Blitzcrank. And missed hook onto the Xayah. Question mark pings coming out. Doran's shield built by both the Vayne and the Set. And Doran's blade coming out for the Corki. Hunter's machete coming out for both junglers. And a relic shield for both supports. Get that invade ward onto the blue buff by the Ornn. Looks like a level 1 4 wards used by the side of Alabama Academy and none for Butler. They have a level 1. Gosh, that's a very impressive level 1 strategy for an Academy team right there. Butler a little lacking. Spots out the Set walking to top lane. I don't know how useful that information is. Letting them know red buff start for the Jarvan, but that could have been inferred by lanes. Elise, hook over the wall by won't be banned. This guy's straight trolling. Lamau. This Elise is salty. Butler thick piloting this Set. Let's see how he will be able to make use of that power pick against the Ornn. Butler Grubhub on the Corki in the mid lane. Won't be banned. Looking to go forward. Butler Cowboy flexing his firecracker Vayne skin. Butler thick pushing Ornn off the wave. Level 2 double punch goes in. 2 more punches. Conqueror proc. Butler Cowboy getting that 3-hit hook. Flash down by Xayah. Huge level 2 early play by the Butler bot lane. Once again, netting an advantage for themselves out of nothing. Great play by Won't Be Banned and Butler Cowboy. In a lane they're supposed to lose, no less. Taking the Lovers duo and just abusing them. Won't Be Banned, still level 1, looking for that level 2 before an engage. Butler thick, being careful about pushing, waiting for his jungler to give him the AOK, and that's an engage. Youngster Joey counter attack, and re-engage by Youngster Joey. Butler thick with the big punch, 2 more, and Youngster Joey definitely taking the worst end of that trade. Elise spotted out by Butler MGL, gets rooted. Butler Cowboy. What will MGL do against this? Calls for the collapse by his top laner. Butler thick and MGL collapsing on this Elise. Butler thick, punches her in, EQ misses, E away, W, huge damage, flash away, flash on by the Jarvan, but double knockup by the Ornn, MGL getting kited out, and that's a kill for the side of Alabama Academy. Butler thick turning on that Elise, has double buffs, caught by the rotating Kale, knocks her in, huge, and he kills the Ornn with the Conqueror onto number 3. Can he kill this Kale? No, he can't. Kale ends up killing Set, but that is a 2-man counter engage kill by Butler Thick. Huge play for him on this Set. While all that action was happening, Romo died in the bot lane, probably playing a little too over-aggressive on this hook champ with a Vayne 80 carry. Not able to get that advantage he wants. Teleport back into the mid lane by the Kale. Butler Grubhub up a level, up 12 CS, and that's another engage by Butler Thick, but he's down a level into a huge minion wave, getting the worst end of this trade. Youngster Joey dealing tons of damage to Butler Thick, and there's nothing he can do about it. Elise playing on the top side of the map, looking to take that Scuttle Crab while Jarvan's rotating over. Will this be another collapse onto the Elise? I think it will be. Nope. Butler Thick just getting that defensive vision, making sure he won't get dove, and catching that big wave top lane. Mid lane, you can see Butler Grubhub still up a level on this Kale, making that pick look very, very weak. But she will continue to scale and become ranged at level 6, which will be when she really gets a opportunity to take advantage of this lane. Hard for Butler Grubhub to play into those double buffs. We'll see how he manages. Butler thick, engaging once again. Stun does not land, but insane W damage. Oh my gosh. This set just absolutely dumpstering with that force punch. What's the name of that ability? I don't actually know. Elise coming to gank top lane. Flash forward by the Ornn. That's a connect. Cocoon, and that is a dead set. Ornn picking up the kill on that top laner. Butler once again falling behind, but won't be banned. Ganking the mid lane. Flash, and flash away by Kale. Great flash in. Butler Cowboy looking real aggressive against the 2v1 scenario he's in right now because of that roam by Romo. Butler MGL continuing to farm his jungle. Has not backed. It is 6 minutes. He is on 1,400 gold. That's a lot. I think he's waiting to get Bambi Cinder and his jungle item, but not really able to be effective right now without those items. Butler Cowboy still trying to scale up on that vein. We will see what he can do as this game continues. Butler bot lane down a level on the Lovers duo, even with that early flash advantage they netted themselves. Just hooks a minion in. This looks like a wave being farmed to tower for Butler. Stun onto the wall, knock up by Won't Be Banned, and just a clean disengage by the Rakan. He's got 3 dashes. He's going to be real hard to pin down. Butler thick. Ooh, cancels the dash. Oh, wait, no, he didn't. Butler thick with the Conqueror proc, but can't get more damage onto the Ornn. Good CS numbers here by Butler. Mid laner Grubhub netting himself a 7 CS lead at the moment against that Kale. You know, just trying to get to the Trinity Force power spike of that Corki. Poke. He's playing the Corgi too. Corgi. Elise bot side river, set top side, picking up that Scuttle Crab, clearing out that pink ward as Orange shoving the top lane into his tower. Wow, what a good teammate. He took zombie ward on set. He's about to run right into that Ornn. Engages. Gets caught in the combo. Ignite. Wait, Ignite. Dunks him, and that's a solo kill for the Ornn. That is Unsealed Spellbook Ornn, by the way. Ooh, Grubhub caught by the Cocoon. Caught by the WEQ by Jarvan. Ult. Oh, ults the Elise. Elise flashes out. No, that's gross. That's gross. Yikes. That is not the early game Butler was looking for. Alabama Academy, that was a fantastic dive. Great play by the Elise and the Kale. That's the power of a level 6 Kale right there. You know, snooze fest to level 6. And then she gets that ultimate, and it's just like Dive City. You know, power. Calculated int by Butler Grubhub right there. Uses calculated int by Butler Grubhub uses a package, baits the enemy team, and just gets a kill. Calculated int. This guy's 900 IQ. Jumps into the pit, jumps out, baits Elise over the wall, and they shut down the jungler. What a play. Let's go. Okay. Well, Butler Grubhub continuing to farm up on that Corki. Kill goes over to Jarvan, not ideal. Could have given it over to the Vayne, get her ahead, start allowing her to shut down and cut through that big Ornn in the top lane. You know, Butler Thick had that amazing play in the early game, but he got caught by a gank and then a 1v1. Probably didn't expect the Ignite coming out of the Ornn. And, you know, really just, he's kind of lacking on the set right now. We'll see what happens once he gets Triforce, but ooh, he needs to be that rock in the top lane. Romo been pretty quiet this game as well. We'll see. Ooh, caught up by the knockup. Romo, I just said it. He comes mid, gets the knockup, gets the hook. And that's an EQ by Jarvan. Kill goes over to Vayne. Okay. You know, Vayne almost entered that by Eing him away. I don't think that was necessary, but Romo made up for it with that hook. And they convert. Very, very nice play by Butler, and nice roam by Romo. Thick in the 2v1 right now. Elise looking top lane. This might be a dive setup. There is ult available for the Ornn. Wastes the stun, gets caught, and that's an ultimate away from tower. Flashback in, and that is a kill by the Elise. And that is another death for the Butler top laner. Unfortunate right there. Used the combo early, gave Ornn the opportunity to go in. He did burn flash, but another shutdown onto the set. He does have teleport, so he will be able to get back to that top lane. Jarvan catches a wave, and there's still a lot of plates left on that tower, so not close to falling anytime soon. But still falling behind the Ornn in terms of items and XP. Won't be banned, trying to clear out a ward, but on the retreat. Butler Thick electing. Nice stun in, causes the teleport to be channeled, and that is no dice on the root. Rakan looking for the Blitzcrank, but Romo on the retreat, flashes over the wall, does not run into the Elise, and that is a 5-man bot lane with no kills. Nothing gained for expending a teleport. A roam and 5 people to that bot lane. Now they rotate 3 of them to mid, and Rift Herald started by Butler MGL. Nice counterplay and just safety by Butler right there. Heads up play. Waste a lot of time from Alabama Academy and continue to scale on this Vayne. Set, about to walk into 2 people, cancels the knockup. Cancels the charge with his knockup. Butler MGL on to the Ornn, but the Ornn is just so tanky. Ults the Elise, flashes out, Grubhub on the way. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to help. Kale coming in, catches Grubhub with the slow. 1, 2, 3, and that's a kill for Roasted Sigurd. And it looks like another death for Butler Thick, just caught in the middle of the enemy team. Another one going over to Kale, won't be banned. Gets the ultimate, but no kills over to the Butler bot lane as they're not able to follow up with the Q. Not enough mana for that Blitzcrank. All sums burned for that Alabama bot, though. Ornn pushing mid in. It looks like Rift Herald being summoned top, so that top tower is about to fall. Cowboy pushing up. 4-man collapse onto this bot lane. Grubhub lands the initial poke with the Corki. Won't be banned, running forward. Flash over the wall, stun, and that is a kill to Butler MGL. Kaimex, once again, being shut down on the Xayah. Ultimate available, but no dice. He just falls. Butler Cowboy, without Blade of the Ruin King, might have a tough time killing that Ornn at the moment. He looks like he's playing frontline right now. What's going on? Butler Cowboy. Oh, he ease him out of the stun. Butler Cowboy dodges away from the Rakan W. What is going on in this fight? Butler Thick in the front line, getting damaged, caught by the Elise Cocoon and the knockup, and he is down, dead by the Hextech Gunblade, too far in front of his team without any tank stats. Butler Thick once again caught in a bad position. Rakan engage. On to the red buff. Butler MGL clearing out the wards in there. Butler Cowboy trying to get damage onto this Ornn. locks down the Zaya, knocks her up. That's Grubhub dashing into the enemy team, dodging away from that Rakan, gets the stun onto two people, or the charm. Stun lands onto Grubhub, and Grubhub falls to the Kale. That's another kill over to her 6-1-1. That Kale is huge. Knock up by the Ornn. E in by Jarvan. And that is nearly a kill, but MGL disengages successfully. What is the path back in this game for Butler? I really think it relies on this Vayne and this Jarvan. You know, there's not an easy way to paint this picture. Set is feeding. Corki is feeding. We're going to be real. These champs are both not on their Triforce at 17 minutes. You know, they are very, very, very weak. Triforce is a huge spike that you want to get done at 12 or 13 minutes. And both these champs have been caught early in the game, have been shut down, and not able to get to those spikes on time. So it's going to be hard for them to get back into the game now that the enemies have a bunch of armor built, because they need armor pen. Both characters finishing the Triforce at the same time, so they will be significantly stronger. But both characters do need penetration now that there's already an Iceborne Gauntlet, Seeker's Arm Guard, Ninja Tabby, and a Chain Vest, all built on the side of Alabama Academy. Butler Thick needs tank stats, and Butler Grubhub needs another item. You know, that Corki really needs either an Infinity Edge, an Essence Reaver, or a Rapid Fire and a BF Sword to do any damage, especially against armor. Well, I guess he does mostly magic, but nice steal away by Butler MGL. Engage onto the Rakan. Ult, package in, catches Rakan out. Rakan once again disengages. So, I really think how Butler gets back in this game is this Jarvan getting really tanky. Right? He's 2-1-2. He's got great farm. If he can get a Stone Plate and maybe a Warmogs and just be that big, beefy front line and get this Vayne on Bork Guinsoo's. Let me tell you about Bork Guinsoo's. That's a 6-item build right there. That is full build for Vayne. You know, she can get other items, but that's full build, right? You have enough damage to kill anybody in the game. Your time to kill is so fast. 5 points in W. Guinsoo's Bork, you're shredding anybody. It's all about how well you play those fights. So theoretically, if MGL gets tanky enough, can be that front line, make that space for the Vayne, and you see that Vayne pop off with Bork Guinsoo's, I could see it. EQ on, Youngster Joey caught up, and that's a flash out by the Ornn. That could have been an amazing pick for Butler. But he gets out. Flash expended. And nothing lost for Butler. They spot the Ornn. Stop the recall. I think that was blind. Butler Thick. What a play. Getting that shutdown onto Butler MGL. There is the tank stats being built. And I think Infernal Dragon's about to spawn. But Alabama Academy going straight to the Rift Herald to trade. This is another big objective going over to Butler. They have the Cloud Drake to give them their ultimates more often, and now an Infernal Dragon. That's going to make Vayne stronger, that's going to make Set stronger, and that's going to make Corki stronger. All three of those champs can make use of that additional attack damage and ability power, giving them better teamfight potential. You know, Butler may be down in this game, and they don't have a scaling advantage, but if they can get these dragons, that'll give them an advantage through some other aspect of the game that'll help them beat this Kale Ornn scaling comp. There we go. We see it. Stone plate completed for that Jarvan. He is huge right now. Big frontliner, level 10. If he can get that level 11, get that rank 2 ulti, he can have damage, frontline potential, big tankiness, and engage. He has 2 control wards in inventory as well, able to lock down that vision in the jungle. 33 ward score, 34 on Romo. These are the 2 main vision proprietors of this team. Butler Grubhub still just farming out that mid lane, playing safe with that Corki. And Recurve Bow finished for that Vayne. She is approaching her 2-item power spike. Did I say full build? I meant full build. Getting close to that Guinsoo's. Still a little bit away, but she's on her way. Red buff being gifted over to the Vayne right here. And level 10 for Butler Cowboy as he gets how many points in his W? He has 3. So he needs 3 more levels. So he needs to be level 13 and have his completed Guinsoo's. Those are the conditions we want to see for the next Butler team fight. Hook not connecting from Romo. Nice opportunity, but no connection. And once again, item lead for the bot lane of Butler. Essence Reaver for Chimex and a Blade of the Ruin King plus Recurve Bow for Cowboy. Zonia's Hourglass completed for the Elise. That'll be a big power spike, allowing her to stasis during the fights and really bait the enemy team. She also has a Rift Herald, which she is summoning right now, trying to get this mid-tier 2 tower. What will Butler do? Hook nearly lands onto the Xayah. Ultimate burned. That is a big cooldown for the Xayah. She is going to be very, very exposed during this team fight. Ornn looking for an engage with the Ornn Horn. Knocks up the Corki. W engage by the Rakan. Knocked away by Butler Cowboy. Engage. Hook onto the Kale. She's caught under tower. Does not take damage because of that big ultimate shield. Butler Cowboy looking to frontline, caught by the Xayah. Flashes away, heal, and that's both sums burned by Butler Cowboy out of the fight. He has no health. Butler MGL trying to play frontline, but cannot deal with that Kale damage. Grubhub caught by the Elise. Won't be banned. Cowboy baited by the stopwatch we just talked about and killed by the Xayah. All 5 alive for Alabama Academy. That was a heck of a fight from Alabama Academy, catching out 4 members from Butler and getting that inhib. So close so many times for Butler, but I think once Butler Cowboy burned both of his summoners, he just needed to go back, get his health back, and get another opportunity to take that fight. There's nothing he's really going to be able to do from 200 health, and he got baited in by that Zonia's Hourglass, by the Elise, caught up in all of the feathers, and taken down. And now Alabama Academy bounces back, answering with this Baron. Can Butler MGL get the steal? 3.8k health. What can he do? He is the Baron Steel Master. Oh, and Rakan gets it so close by MGL. Butler Grubhub into the pit with the package. Stopwatch by MGL. Butler thick going for the Elise, but she cocoons or repels up. Butler Romo getting a kill. Cowboy caught by the Rakan and Kale. Grubhub getting killed and kited out by the Kale. And this is a clean up by the Rakan and Ornn. Flash knockup, teleport into the base. Hook to cancel it by Romo. Nice last effort. But Butler Delta falls 2-0 to Alabama Academy, and 2 players QQ rage quitting the game. QQ. Wait. The game's not over. They didn't end the game. Our player's gonna reconnect. We have 4 people waiting in base. Hello. It's not good sportsmanlike material. We got Jarvan. We got Jarvan clearing the minion wave mid lane as all the players attempt to reconnect to the game because they realize they did not lose. In fact, they have another opportunity to team fight against the Alabama Academy. And, yeah. Interesting. We still have 2 players AFK. Let's Are they out of the Discord? Like, what's going on here? XD. Butler Thick just pieced out. QQ. What's going on? We just donezo. I wonder if he went to the bathroom and he's about to come back and be like, oh, we're still in game. A little bit awkward. Yeah, we got a upgraded Orn item on the Zaya. And that's a pause as Butler's waiting for Butler Thick to reconnect to the game. A lag. We got to make sure to type that. Top needs to use the bathroom. Lamau. Lamau. Oh, this is on a delay. QQ. How long does this pause last? Well, I'm gonna take a leap of faith and say Butler loses this next team fight. Unfortunate as it may sound, I'm gonna watch it, but I think we lose. So we can play a stream game. Okay, we'll be in caster corner. What's up? What's up, stream? Oh, you can see the game now. That's interesting. There we go. So, Butler Delta falling 0-2 to Alabama Academy, starting their season 0-1. But we saw a lot of potential out of this team. Good teamwork, good team fighting, rotations. You know, just need to shore up some of that indecision, some of those mid-game misplays that caused them to fall behind, and we'll be able to see some progress out of this team. And play is resuming. Butler Thick still DC'd. Reconnected. Oh, well, a little too late. Yeah. So close to killing the Elise. Gotta give it an A for effort. And everybody leaves the game again. And that is it. Thank you all for watching. GG's to Alabama Academy. And we will see you next week for the next bout of action with Butler Delta. Thank you for watching.